So in this series, I want to talk about why your reality may not be matching your truth. You are already extremely powerful, beloved. And unfortunately, the realm that we live in, this existence is full of veils and dense false programming that is not aligned to your truth. This comes in the form of emotional loops, ancestral trauma, the list goes on. But these things shape your external reality. Your truth isn't missing, it is veiled. It's not that you need to do more, you need to remember more. And we remember more by first seeing and becoming aware of these veils. Now, this may look like the voice that tells you that you're not enough because you are enough, or the fear that we may feel even though we know we're safe. These are not truths. They are not your truth. These are the filters. And the moment we start dissolving these filters, our reality starts to change. So let me explain how these veils start to create your own reality. What you believe deep down subconsciously, which may not be your truth, but may be due to past traumas and experiences, shapes your reality. These veils, which are manifested by your traumas and these emotional loops, bend your reality and start to become a self-fulfilling pattern. So essentially, your life will not reflect your deep truth, it will reflect this false programming. So for example, when you're doing affirmations and you've said, I am powerful, but you don't truly feel it deeply, this is a veil. So we attract from our field, not just our thoughts and our words. It's not enough that we just say. We have to feel. We have to emanate the frequency from our field. And if our field is veiled in distortion, like shame, fear, unworthiness, then our field and our reality will mirror this veil. It won't mirror your truth. Now, this isn't your fault. As I said, this comes from lifetimes of trauma. And even if you're someone that does not believe in having lifetimes and existences beyond this one, then even thinking back to your existence here, it stems from childhood trauma and generational trauma that is passed through your bloodline, and your DNA makeup. So you still have these distorted patternings running through your energetic systems. And it is your power move to change it. So how do we dissolve these veils, I hear you ask? Now, we don't want to go in and like rip and tear these veils down. That's too harsh. To be honest, our body and existence here, if we are made aware of too much truth too soon, we could potentially go into psychosis. It could be damaging. So we do this gently. We do it gently with love by choosing truth again and again and again with compassion. We're not fighting these veils. We're not winning against our shadow. This is where shadow integration comes in. But what we do is we meet it with truth. And you see, every time you catch yourself in a veil or an old loop or a false programming and you don't obey it and you make a different choice, that is the veil lifting and shifting. Every time you choose softness and joy and rest instead of panic, this is you dissolving the veils. And this is why presence is so important and why you hear it often spoken by others about being present and choosing, consciously choosing the frequency, the higher frequency, rather than panic and fear. This is your power move. Your light holds the ability to dissolve distortion gracefully, not with push and force, but with alignment. See, now when the veil starts to dissolve, your reality starts to change, and you will begin to notice more beauty, more opportunities, more truth. And this isn't because the world and the reality externally has changed. No, this is because your inner truth and your inner lens has cleared. Now, I'm not saying that living unveiled means that life is always going to be easy, but it is always going to be true. And that means you stop chasing. You stop listening to the external noise. You're now able to meet life with clarity, with love, with inner safety, and that changes everything. And this, beloved, is what I do in my work. We essentially dissolve the veils together so that you can connect back to self, back to your truth, back to your essence. Following on from the series of veils and how we can dissolve them to create our true reality, I want to share a quick light language energy healing. If you're not familiar with the work I do or these light codes and the sort of energy work I do, I have pinned some sharings to the top of my TikTok page. And so all you need to do is allow and receive. I want you to find a quiet space where you're not going to be disturbed. And I just want you to place your hand on your heart and start taking some deep breaths in. I just want you to imagine roots, strong roots from your root chakra at the base of your spine, sprouting down into earth, grounding your energy. So these roots are traveling through the earth, through the many layers, and connecting into Earth's light core center, Gaia's core center. Now she has the ability to help us dissolve and transmute heaviness and density if we allow. It's always your choice and your intention. So if this resonates and you feel that you are ready, I want you to set the intention that you are bringing your presence back to your truth. And we're going to do just a quick clearing to release any fog, any static, any heaviness around you, so you can tap in and receive your truth a bit clearer today. So qui è niera, tu qua è ignaro, tu qui siera. Nara taiki awara no tuini siera tu qua era. Na iaru tu quini tie siera tu urt qua enya. Na siaru no qua iniere tia sara na ikai iaru tu ku unuara ta isi tiera ku anara. Frequencies to expand your heart. Qui isiaru no ku anaya ta isiera no. I also want to send frequencies, high loving frequencies, into your root chakra to help with grounding your energy field and helping you to feel safe. Koi inara, koi isienara. Nara tainiera ko unua ya sara na itiere tienya kai iawara na suara tainierera nuana ka isiera kai iawana. Kuana sierra na kai itiera. Quiara. I just want to place a crystalline sphere around your body, including your auric field, just to keep your energy field clear and shielded for the remainder of the day. So you can continue to dissolve Any heaviness that may be clouding you, allow it to release throughout the day through your roots with the assistance of earth, shielded by this crystalline shield of love. It is done, beloved.